You got a text message.
Okay, so let me
You got
tell
a
you.
text message.
Turn this down. Let me tell you. Damn. Okay, I'm like, what is really going on? I'm sitting here and I realize we've got Zoom was open, and as you guys all know, Zoom will take your camera. And so I'm like, wait a minute, why am I not showing up? It is 9:46 and it's late, And as you can see, everybody in the home is sleeping. I should be sleeping. But we've been working on this. I don't even want to call it a challenge because a challenge seems so cliche. But I wanted to put together a training because I'm sick and tired of bullshit. I'm tired of it, y'all. It's been I see so much of it on a daily basis, and I don't know if it's because I'm like in these funnels or I done put some kind of pixel in my computer, and now I'm just getting inundated with all this stuff from we can help you become a best-selling author. We can help you make six figures in 2 weeks. We can help you make $1 million in 3 months. And all this stuff, and I've talked about it before. And the reason I mention it is because I have been in the position where I just feel like I'm blocked. And I feel like I need to find out how to make some money. I need to find out how I'm supposed to be able to get over and support myself and my family. What the F is going on? What am I missing? And then I see people, going on vacations, and it's like, okay, that's good for them, and it's good. And I'm not definitely not being a hater because I feel like God can do it for them, He can do it for me. But sometimes it's almost like, you in the sixth grade, and then somebody advanced to the seventh grade, and you did as much work as them. Why aren't you advancing? Because maybe it's something you need to learn that they've already learned that is going to enable you to go to where they're at. And that's all I can think about is maybe that was it. And I know that we have done so much work. I mean, over the years, I've put in so much work, and it was not easy. It wasn't quick. And as I'm always saying, success is not a sprint. It is a journey. And if you're not ready to put in the hard work, then miss me with all that. And I'm saying this to you, I'm really saying it to myself. We run a business here, and if we don't produce, we don't eat. That's what happens when you're an entrepreneur, you're self-employed. That's the way that shit works, as I'm sure you know. And because we're in the business of entertainment, even though we're in a personal development space, working with life coaches, business strategists, marketing professionals, all this stuff, it's still, I consider entertainment, because if not for the people, there'd be no reason for the former. You know what I'm saying? You don't need strategists. You don't need coaches. You don't need these people. There's no people to serve. So where does it all go to? You know what I'm saying? How do we get there? I've had more cars. Well, I wouldn't say more than, but I've had probably like 3 or 4 cars that I've had financed. Now, I have some cars I've paid off, but I probably have 3 cars. I'm 55 that I've had repossessed. I've been with my mom when I was younger. We've been evicted multiple times. The old saying when you hurry up, let's go, because the sheriff will be in the morning, and you might see it on TV or whatever, and you're like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. No, that shit was real. The sheriff would come in the morning and put your stuff out. And it's got to be tough because they literally used to pull all your furniture out. They'd have to lift your couches, pull everything out your bed, put everything out the house. Now they just lock it up and you just lose access to it because they're like, we're not movers, right? But I remember they would come and they'd be like, you got the rent? If you got the rent, they take the cash. You couldn't do a check at that point. They take the cash and then they'd be like, okay, and they deliver it to the landlord. This is back in the days in New York. But I digress. I say that to say I've seen hard times and I've seen good times. And I'm telling you, I enjoy the good times better than the hard times.
You got a text message.
So, my phone. So I'm saying that to say, if you are somebody that you feel like you just need help getting over a hurdle, You need help like, how do I get over this? I'm tired of people promising me things that are going to be get rich quick schemes. Because I'm really doing this because I'm tired of people that I know losing money the way I did. I'm tired of people being promised a bag of bricks when they were promised a bag of gold, being given a bag of bricks when they were promised a bag of gold. People come to people with their heart in their hand and they're like, this is all I've got. I'm trusting you. And the people go, oh, yeah, I'll definitely take care of it. And they fuck them over. And I see it time and time and time again. So we want to put something together. We asked our subject matter experts. We said we need information on how to do this for finances. We need information on how to do this for emotional intelligence. We need information on how to do this to put a plan together, a goal together, a strategy together. We need information when they hit this roadblock that people do. What do they do? What are the most common roadblocks they're going to hit? And then we said, okay, and now we want to be able to give that away for free. I know that sounds counterintuitive. You don't go through all this trouble putting all this stuff together to give it away for free. But I truly believe you cannot be God-giving. And I'm a living witness to it. So I'm saying that to you. Then I'm talking to myself. I'm not where I want to be. We bought this home. We love this home. But every month that mortgage is due. And whether you call it rent, we are owning it, so it's called mortgage. But every month, the only difference is if we're late a few times, we don't get an eviction notice. But the mortgage company is not happy. And we've been late a few times, to be honest. The mortgage here is not cheap. So like I said, we have to produce. But I truly believe God will make a way. I have right now some clients that owe us money. And they're not answering the phone. I've went after them. And I mean, these are bigger clients. These are well-established organizations. And I'm like, I put it in God's hands because I've done everything I can do. But I think that if I had somebody who gave me the tips and the pathways to say, guess what? When you're doing this, don't do this. I made a mistake there. Don't do that. That would have helped me tremendously. And so that's what we're putting together so that you don't make the mistakes that I have, that so many other people have, and you can learn from them, and hopefully you can, where other people stumble, you can overcome. When you should zig or whatever, instead of zagging, we go tell you what it is. If you're interested, sign up. This event's going to be August 1st. It's going to be next month because we're getting everything together. But if you're interested, let me see. Here's something. You can sign up, and like I said, it's free. But if you're interested, QR code is right there. You can sign up, and let me put it on the screen. If you don't have one of those phones, you're like, I ain't got no QR code thing. I get it. Don't trip, potato chip. Let's see. Here you are, right here. You can go right here. You can go right there and sign up. It's free. And get the information. Get the information. Your dreams are important. You are important. You deserve to be able to have everything in life, the best of everything. We all do. And I think we've been fed more bullshit that in order for somebody to win, somebody has to lose. That's bullshit. We can both cross the finish line together. But we've been fed this lack mentality. We've been fed this story of, I got to have it all. Otherwise, if I don't have this, I'm going to be missing. If I don't have yours, I can't give. We've been sold a bill of goods. And when you're able to see through the BS, hopefully I can show somebody else. I'm always quoting this quote that's attributed to Harriet Tubman. She said, I freed 1,000 slaves, and I could have freed 1,000 more if only they knew they were slaves. And when I first heard that, I was like, oh, okay. But every year it gets more profound because so often we don't know that we're slaves. But when I tell you that everything you want is right here, and once you fix this, baby, everything else falls into place. Um, I was telling earlier on the live, I had this dream, and it was it's weird. I was basically trying to get out of this area. I was trying to get down this ladder. I was on this hot roof, and the people was up there, and there was some people dancing like blackface, dancing and just clowning and tap dancing, and I was like, and it just irritated me because I saw the jigabooness, the niggerism of it all, and I wanted to get out, but there was a ladder, but the first few rungs was missing. So I couldn't get up. I was trying to get to the ladder, but I couldn't. The first few rungs was missing. And this song was playing, the En Vogue song, Free Your Mind and the Rest Will Follow. Over and over again. Free your mind and the rest will follow. How do I free my mind? And then, sometimes it's harder for us to actually take the advice we give others. I mean, I can give advice and I can help people, and I've done it. I've helped people make tens of thousands, probably close now, probably $300,000, $400,000. I've helped people make in their businesses. And I'm not going to lie, we've made a lot too. We've made a lot. I mean, this house, the down payment, this wasn't something they let us walk into. They took $70,000 down payment to get in here. So it wasn't cheap. But sometimes the best advice is something I should also take. So I started looking at myself, what if I was the client? What advice would I give me? And that, I think, is what starting to free my mind. And I was like, okay, this is something I got to give other people as well. So please do yourself a favor. It's August 1st. You got a whole month. But go on and sign up. Sign up is free. But if you're tired of the bullshit, if you're tired of the not getting where you need to be, let's give you some tools and some pathways to help you get there. Because sometimes, truth be told, I'm be honest, the biggest stumbling block that we have is ourselves. Sometimes it's us who stand in our way, and we think it's all these outside people. It's because of them. It's because of them. They didn't buy my stuff. They didn't share my stuff. They didn't like my post. They didn't buy the widget. They didn't buy no. Sometimes they don't buy it because what does it look like? What's the packaging? How you present it? And what's the price point? What's the value? What's the quality? Maybe that's why they didn't buy it. Fix that. Would you buy that? Sometimes we got to have somebody from the outside look objectively and be like, nah, it's nice, but you got to fix that shit. You can do better. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to say, here is what you need to do. Here is the way it is. And here's what you need to do to fix it. Because sometimes we're too close to the stuff, especially we put in all our stuff. I was making my son and my wife this morning French toast. And I gave him his French toast, and I said, here. And he was like, okay. And he's looking. I'm like, hey, your dad made this breakfast for you. I just want you to know, I'm an artist, and I'm sensitive about my shit. The Erykah Badu line, and he smiled, but he said it was really good. But the fact is, sometimes when you're so close to stuff, you're like, look, I was sweating, I was mixing up the eggs, I was heating up the syrup, I was mixing the cinnamon, I got everything ready for you. But Dad, I don't like French toast. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to look at, is this really the market that you want them to buy your stuff, but it ain't really trying to feel what you're doing. So we're going to talk about all that. But like I said, I think free your mind and the rest will follow. So that was a word that, God gave me last night. I wanted to share with you. So there it is. It is now 9:59 p.m. You guys going to turn in for the night. I'm going to go put the dishes up. There's some dishes down here in the stage room. And then I'm gonna go turn in. But I wanted to come to you. It's really important. So I wanted to share this with you guys. Scan this. You see the QR code right here. You see the URL on the ticker. And of course, our app for our network is right there. So scan it, do yourself a favor, and just really get the information because it don't cost nothing, like I said, and it's going to really help you to really kind of level up and do the things that you want to do, you know. So go on and do it. Do what you've always said you wanted to do. I think that's the best thing. Oh, look at that! Somebody scanned it right on. So you're watching. You're watching right on. So go ahead, do your thing, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. I'm starting to ramble, and I'm gonna go to bed. So have a great night, please. Your dreams are valuable, and I'll say this too, and I just want to leave you with this: is sometimes the things you're meant to do are not just for you; they're for somebody else, and sometimes it's people you may never meet. Okay, so it's important that you do and achieve the dreams that you set forth because the dream was put in you for a reason. Come and get the tools. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. I feel like Forrest Gump. You guys have a great night, and I will see you guys later. Good night.